Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Jeff and Jordan TV. As usual in the beginning of the show, I always talk about my progress and how everything is with my pregnancy. Tuesday, I had a little bit of pains down in my lower stomach. It almost brought me to my knees. It hurt really bad. I thought it was gas and constipation. I called my doctor's office. I wanted a laxative or something because I was in so much pain. That's what I thought it was. And then I go to the doctor and it ended up being something called round ligament pain. I'm sure all you mothers out there have experienced it. There's pressure on a ligament and it was just causing, everything's expanding, you know, my uterus is getting bigger, everything's growing. So that's what it was. I personally think it was a mixture of a little bit of gas too, and that was making it hurt, extra hurt. But besides that, everything has been really good. I have been breaking out a little bit, and I've got, I don't know, some rash going on over here. But yeah, besides those small things, everything's fine.
Even in our relationship?
Our relationship's like this.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, I don't mean that bad.
We had a long weekend. Obviously, Memorial Day was this past weekend, and we had some friends in town, and my best friend's little brother, we did a surprise engagement because we're pros at it now, so I was helping him out, and they got in late Friday night. Jordan had to work. It was her last. She's off this whole week, but she had to work, so there was a couple of bumps in the road, I'd say. Let me set the story up. At 9:30 is when they're supposed to land. So I'm like, hey, listen, why don't I just take an Uber over to your work? I'll have a little wine here, meet you out, we'll have a nice dinner, go pick them up at 9:30, and then we could go do whatever we have to do, because I know you have to get up at 6 in the morning the next day. I don't know if it's this point in my life, but things just don't work out according to plan anymore. I'm used to it, I roll with the punches. And
I don't do so well.
I'm married to Mike Tyson, by the way. So the punches are a little harder than usual when she's pregnant.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me.
That's how you punch.
So, of course, their plane is delayed. We go out to dinner, and now I'm on the clock. The plane is landing at 11:30, not 9:30. We're done with dinner. It's 9:30. The waitress is like, you want another beer? Of course I do. But then I'm kind of like riding this wave of Jordan, like just giving me the stink eye. So I'm like, all right, what do I do in this situation? I can't obviously... I had like 2 or 3 drinks. I don't want to drive, obviously. That's not an option. I could
I'm the driver.
take an Uber, go pick them up, but then I have to leave her. Or do I be that friend that's like, listen, man, it's Memorial Day weekend. You find your way from the airport to my house.
I don't know what to do now.
A lot of things are going on in my head. I'm not discussing with her because she's already given me the stink eye, right? So we go to this bar. I don't know what's fun for a pregnant girl. I'm trying to make it fun. I'm like, hey, there's a band here. Maybe
They have live music, and typically when I'm not pregnant, I love live music. I love going to, you know, dive bars like that. And I can't find my ID. The guy's like, I need to see your ID. And I was crabby, and I just held up my shirt and I go, listen, I'm fat and pregnant. And he just goes, go right in.
You know what's funny? When you're younger and you don't have an ID, you pull up your shirt all when, but then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now when you're pregnant and older,
Yeah.
you just pull it up
I mean,
a
I
little.
had like an
Did you get
undershirt
that joke?
underneath there. Yes, I did.
Like boobs? Yeah. All right, good. Sometimes my jokes don't get through. Anyways, so I want another beer. I'm excited. My friends are coming in town. I'm like, can I have one more beer? She's like, do whatever you want. So I'm trying to have a beer. I'm like, the clock's going so slow because I'm trying to entertain her. I'm like, this music's great, isn't
I
it?
wasn't having it. I had been on my feet for 12 hours. I knew I had to get up and work on Saturday at 6, and there were all these people on a different level than me, and I just was not having it.
Do you ever go out and you're the sober driver, you're not feeling well, so you're not drinking, and everyone else around you is having a good time?
We're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
I wasn't jumping around. I mean, we're sitting at a table. This is pretty casual. But still, I understand she worked for 12 days. She's pregnant, 6 in the morning. I got it. You know what I mean? But sometimes I want to like kick it and have a couple beers. I'm excited my friends are coming to town. So I'm waiting, like laughing at all of her jokes that aren't even funny, just to be like the nice guy. I'm like, oh my God, if this plane gets delayed one more time. We get to the airport. By the way, we don't get back here till almost 1 in the morning. So now I get back home and my friends want to go out. They're so excited to be in California. I'm like, now what do I do? Jordan's gonna be super mad. I'm gonna have some drinks. So I take them out. We go out. Luckily, a friend of ours does some things. It's not important. We go out, have a good time, come back here, try to be quiet. I'm kind of like a bull in a china shop when I get back in here. But I'm like, listen.
I think everybody knows he's loud, even if he thinks
I feel like I'm getting a little loud right now.
Being loud, he's loud. So I get up at 4:30 and I can hear him and he's asking like all these questions, and in my head I'm like, will you just shut up?
So our place, again, I mean, if you watch the show, you know this place is pretty small. This is it. So the bedroom's right on the other side of that wall.
I can hear him grabbing like crackers and wrappers. I can hear him like, Vito, you want...
I'm a snacker.
Yeah,
I'm a
like cheese.
I was crushing cheese when I got home.
Yeah, and I can hear it, and I can hear them talking, and I was just like, all right, it's time to get up, whatever.
But I didn't know. I thought I was being respectful. I'm like, guys, come in the kitchen. She can't hear us in here.
Oh no, he's so loud.
Okay,
And
now
then-
that I put it together, that is the closest spot to exactly where she's sleeping on the other side of the wall. But me, I'm like, hey, everyone come in the kitchen to be super quiet because she can't hear us in here.
And
What
I
an
hear
idiot.
him say, oh, I wish I could just go lay down in the bed, but I don't want to wake her up. I heard him say that. And then I walk out of the bedroom, and all of a sudden it was completely silent. And they all just, oh, hey, love, I was sleeping. And then his friends are like, hey. And I'm like, I have to get ready. And then Jeff gets up, doesn't say anything. Next thing I know, the lights turn off. Jeff's in the bedroom. And I go, I have to keep the light on because I have to get ready.
And she was asking me the dumbest questions
I was
on
trying
purpose.
to keep him up because he kept me up. So I was just kept talking to him, and he just
That's mean.
he just went to sleep. And then when I was leaving, I was
I mean, that was mean what I
when
did.
he
but
was leaving, I like hit his face hard. I was like, bye, Jeffrey. And like hit it hard, and I go, so when I get home, I asked him, I said, do you remember me like hitting your face really hard? And
because she asked me like 20 of the dumbest questions. I'm like, please just let me sleep, you know?
And I go, are you listening to me? And he goes, yeah. And then I would keep talking. I'd ask him a question he wouldn't answer. Jeff, are you listening? Are you hearing what I'm saying? No, he fell asleep.
Anyways,
I was trying to torture him.
Jordan had to work at 6 in the morning. She had to work till maybe 3 in the afternoon. Me and my buddy are trying to set up this surprise engagement. We need Jordan to get the fiance and bring her to this spot up in the mountain where we're gonna do this surprise engagement. So I'm trying to like be sweet to Jordan, even though we kept her up all night and she had to wake up at 6. I'm like, hi love, do you think you could still bring her over? I'll call you, and like try to be like so nice. She's already crabby, but she was a sport. She brought the fiance over there. It worked out perfectly. It was
Everything
beautiful.
worked
Roll a little clip of them in the mountains.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
I was
Boom.
stressed because I thought I was going to ruin the whole engagement because I had to distract her. But I did good.
She did great. So the moral of the story is Jordan's body's changing. I understand. Our social lives are changing. She's starting to understand. And every week, you know, it's a little hump that we have to go through. We're learning. This is our first child. We're new to all this as well. So bringing you guys these stories kind of makes it a little easier on us.
Yeah, it's a therapy, I feel like.
I say it every week.
Yeah, for both of us. And it'll be therapy for me next week because Jeff has another friend coming in town from Chicago staying with us. So I'm sure I'm going to have something to say about it.
No. No way.
Yeah, so tune in next week because there's going to be something else. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about or what I'm going to go on a tangent with. But
Let me just leave you with this. My friend's coming into town. We're going to the UFC fights with 10 guys. There's going to be a story somewhere in there. I just hope I'm nowhere near Jordan when it goes down. But guys, in addition to that news, we also have some big news for you guys. Obviously, what probably everyone's watching for is the baby gender. We know the gender of our baby now, and we want to share it with you guys. We're going to have to stay tuned.
leave a comment. What do you think it is, boy or girl?
All right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
All right, ready?
3, 2.
Hey everyone, thank you for another episode. Hang on. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jeff and Jordan TV.
I just interrupt. I was just joking because I do the same thing. Like when I host, I always go,
He messed up.
yeah, I messed up.
Ready?
He messed up. 3, 2,
And it's moist.
Oh, it's moist.
moist.
Could I set it up?
Fine, set it up. Like, the music was
Listen,
really good.
you're
And
kidding.
I'm
I
just-
was sitting like this, not even pretending to have a good time, even though I was, but I didn't want to let her know I was having a good time. The music was pretty cool, but I was like, this place sucks,
And I remember everything that everybody said.
which is also a negative in my column.
Yeah. Because I don't care what he does.
The old, I'm your wife, go out and do whatever you want, and then you do it, and then you get yelled at type
No,
of thing.
he thinks that.
So all in all, what I'm trying to say is I need to find a balance here. You're already laughing.
We love each other. There's times where we both are like, oh my gosh, when are you leaving? And and no, it is, but that's
Jeez.
true. That's
Let's try to end on
everybody.
a happy note here.
Well, I am.